Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is number 1 in basic artillery. So I'm going to have a bunch of these videos, but I'm going to cover different sections of basic artillery training in each video to help people who don't have a lot of experience but are curious. How could I play artillery and how could I, not be terrible, really is the key thing. So the basic thing I'm going to show you here is we're going to cover how to set up your commander, and I guess because it would be too short if it was just that, we'll do commander and equipment for your tank. And it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you my own personal choice. This is a British Sexton premium artillery. I'll show you another non-premium. It's really all basically the same stuff. It's just that I use the premium because I use my commander in this tank as a 50% bonus commander earner. So what I'm doing is while I'm playing artillery, I'm also generating the maximum amount of commander points to advance myself in this tank. All right, so let's go inside the commander, I guess, and see what we can do here. All right. Now, this is really important stuff, so pay attention if you don't know this. What I consider the basics of a commander builder is what you see on screen right here. You're going to see the first skill he has there is quick learner. The second skill is rapid reload. The third skill that you see there is armor angling. The fourth skill is born leader. The fifth skill you see is steady aim. I was trying to think the exact name. I have different names for them just for convenience. Now, what happens is, okay, excuse me, sir, but I have a brand new 3-star commander. What should I put in there in the first 3 slots? What a good looking question. Now, these are the basic ones you want to have. When you have this, you're fully set, but there's a 3-skill version of this that will do everything this does that you need to have done. This one has my 3 needs plus 2 bonus luxury beneficial commander skills, and that's what I'm going to show you. But let me switch to another commander that has only 3 skills, and I'll show you this. So we go here, I hit Y on my Xbox controller, or on PlayStation you'd hit triangle. I want to look at these 3-star commanders that I have. Now these are all empty. That doesn't matter, except this one. All right? And this is fine, but this is not the correct setup for artillery. I put the wrong one there. It doesn't matter, I'll fix it later. If you have a 3-star commander that's brand new that you want to make your artillery commander, that's a great idea. The first thing I want to tell you though is that tech tree commanders for tech tree tanks, they corrupt the commander, and it's going to say on the vehicle assignment this commander has not been assigned, so there's no assignment. All right. If you put it in a tech tree commander tank, artillery, like an M7 Priest, or a German Vesp, or a French Lorraine, it's going to say Priest, Vesp, or Lorraine as your on the far right where it says trained vehicle. If I put this in a Sexton, which is a premium tank, it will not say that, and I could move this commander eventually freely to another nation if I want to without penalty, if you know how to do it. It's a special trick that we do. I have another video for that. If you need to know this information, just leave me a comment. I'll explain it to you. We're not covering it here. So if I want to put this in a premium tank, that's what I'm going to show you. Now this is a 1-star commander. This is not going to be a 50% earner, but I'm just showing you this because what I did is I got this from the Lemmy commander, and I swapped the Lemmy commander 3 skills for this commander skills, and this commander had a lot more skills because I wanted those on my Lemmy commander in the tank that he's in, but that's another story. So these came from a 3-star bonus commander with a 30% bonus. This is just a 1-star commander with a 10%, it was 0% bonus earning. The 3 main artillery skills you need are this one. You need rapid reload. You need steady aim. Now, this is where there's a chocolate and vanilla possibility. Now, these 2 that you got, these are the absolute correct answers. You want these 2 as your first 2, because what we want to do is we want to get our artillery to have the fastest possible aim time. Time in reloading, sorry. And then we want to have the greatest possible accuracy of our tank. So there's 2 choices. The 2 choices being chocolate or vanilla would be, it's on the back side. Yes. That would be either armor angling to give yourself a -5% damage for when a guy rolls up on you and shoots you, you're going to take slightly less damage. Or the other choice here would be to go back and put the Born Leader on there. Now, the Born Leader is the final key to minimizing your reload time and maximizing your accuracy in your tank. So it's a choice between either the Born Leader or the armor angling. Myself, when I'm in this position, I will choose the armor angling. And the next skill that I get would be the other one. So if I choose armor angling for skill 3, skill 4 is going to be Born Leader, because when you get the Born Leader, you're gonna have the minimum load time achieved, and you're gonna have maximum accuracy achieved. Now, for maximum accuracy and minimum load time, you're gonna need what I'm gonna show you in the equipment. All right, so let's go here. Okay, well, actually, let me go ahead. I personally would choose this. This is me if I'm gonna roll, because if they roll up on me, I want to have as much possible damage potential. But again, if you want to choose the Born Leader, it's not a problem. It's a choice of chocolate or vanilla. It's not right or wrong. Okay, now we're going to go to the equipment. This is the stuff you get. Now, here's the dealio. I'm going to show you the equipment, and then I'll show you the gun and explain to you what's going on. This is advanced gun laying drive, which means this will shorten your aim time. It's a must-have. This is a right or wrong decision. If you don't have this, you're not scoring like me. It's just that simple. This is advanced loader. Again, this is part of the minimum reload time. This is a right or wrong. It's not an opinion. If you don't have this, you're going to score way less. No, there's no question. Now, these other ones are what I call chocolate or vanilla. I prefer Camo Net to give myself the most possible camouflage. Now, you're going to be in the back of the map as a general rule. At some point later on, you're going to move forward if you need to. So I want to have maximum camouflage. But there's other choices you could make. You might want to go fast and have the traction system to give you better speed, which is great. I also choose advanced optics because when I'm by myself, if I'm the last man standing, for example, I need to see as far as possible. All right? It's like wearing these glasses. I don't wear them for my beauty, although it does look better with them on. But anyway, I wear them for effect. What you could use instead, and this one, again, you could go with more speed with the powertrain or whatever you want. I don't use enhanced targeting. I don't think it works. This definitely doesn't work for me. I don't use suspension. I don't use a spall liner. You could use it. It's up to you. It's personal preference. My personal preference on all my artillery is this. Need it, want it, so I use it, and want it, so I use it. So these are up for grabs. If you need more speed, if that would make you more comfortable, fine. If it works for you, do it. It's not a question of right or wrong on these last two. It's chocolate or vanilla. It's an opinion. It's your personal taste. That's why I say chocolate or vanilla. All right. Here we go on consumables. Again, it's not 100% right and wrong. You know, I have, now, because this is a premium tank and it makes a ton of silver, I go for the gold repair. If I had a, you know, if I was low on silver, I have 45 million, so I'm not low. But if I was low on silver, I'd use white repair, just like I have white first aid. Again, I can afford to use gold, but you first aid in the artillery, it may be something you do more than one time out of 100, but it isn't more than 5 times out of 100. So it's like, you know, whatever. It's a personal comfort. If you're comfortable using gold, by all means use gold. If you can get away with it and your skill allows you not to have much damage done to your crew, I roll with white. My friend Iron Knight, another terrific artillery, same story. We all, and he and I both have, and we stress that you must have enhanced rations. This gives you plus 10% commander experience. It also makes your aiming a little bit more accurate. It makes your reload a little bit shorter. But this is one of the things you have to have the enhanced rations, and you have to have the gun laying drive to get maximum accuracy. Okay? You have to have the enhanced rations and the reloader to get your time down to the minimum. Now, I'm going to show you the gun and show you the accuracy of this gun. And on the far right, you'll see the accuracy of this gun. This is the #1 most accurate gun in artillery, .45. There's one or two other guns that have this number, different tanks, obviously. There's another couple of tanks that have .46. So the lowest number on accuracy that your tank can have, and this number represents the deviation off of dead center. So this is a .45 meters, meaning 45 centimeters off of dead center. That's about, here we go, 45 centimeters would be about maybe 16 inches if you're American, something like that, okay? Which is very good off of dead center. This is the most accuracy that you'll get. The reload time of this, 5.47 seconds. Does it show it there? It doesn't show it here, it shows it here. If we look down here at the bottom where it says primary, now it's in the dead center. You'll see the reload time at the very top of the column, 5.47 seconds. And it tells you, basically it's almost 11 rounds per minute. And you'll get up there and it tells you all the other data in that column. What you'll also find here at the very bottom, if you scroll down, I'm using right stick to scroll down, silver earn rate 181. Now the 100 means you're going to get the standard amount. Anything higher than 100 is that much as a bonus. So it's 100 standard plus 81% bonus silver. This thing makes up to, I have literally had monster games with 130,000 silver without a booster. So when you score, brother, you get paid. That's the thing in this tank. Another reason why you should use either, this one is American Sexton, the British section is the same. They only have two differences. The American Sexton has a little bit more, 30 hit points more in damage. The British Sexton has a longer maximum range. So the US Sexton has more hit points, but the maximum range shot is like 750 meters. The British has 300 hit points, but a 1250, I think it's 1250 maximum range. It's tomato. Iron Knight, he's like myself, he uses the American for the extra hit points. So when guys roll up on you, you have a little bit more defensibility. My other friend Wrong way, he uses the British because he wants the full range to drill guys at 1200 plus, all right? So it's literally chocolate or vanilla on this. I have both, Iron Knight has both, Wrong Way has both. You know, so it's just one of those things. We have, each of us, all three of us have both of these artilleries. But by testing and feel, each of us feels comfortable with whatever we feel comfortable with. That's the deal. As you can see, they have no commander bonus, and it does have a tank experience bonus of 160, meaning you get 60% bonus in operations. Like, if I was doing an operation that disqualified, I'm going to get more in this tank than a tech tree tank. It's going to be 100 silver, 100 tank XP, and 100 commander. So this is the setup for my premium Sexton artillery. And I'm going to show you one of my other non-premiums so you can see the difference. It's really basically the same stuff, but I'll explain it to you. So let's go here. Artillery. We'll go tier 3. I'll show you my French Lorraine. Where the heck? There's my SU-76. There's my French Lorraine. All right, French Lorraine. Let's go in here. Shazam, it's all the same. Reloader, gun laying drive, camo, advanced optics, okay? Shazam, now this is a tech tree tank, but I'm rich with 45 million silver, so I use double premium. Gold repair, gold first aid, and of course the 10% bonus here for the commander experience. Basically it's the same thing, but the commander, not the skills. Now this commander's got a maximum setup, and I have this, and this will show you, I guess we'll run through this and show you. There's the basic 3 that I showed you you're going to need for scoring: reload, accuracy, born leader, which magnifies the value of accuracy and magnifies the value of the reload. This is camouflage expertise, and he increases your camouflage rating. This is the deflect the damage from the, this is a armor angling. This is clutch braking, which increases your rotation speed. Very key. Doesn't do a lot, but it makes it, my tank rotates as fast as it can possibly rotate. Binoculars for situational awareness. Binoculars adds to your vision. Run and gun, so if you have to fire at a guy in emergency on the move, there you go, but you don't really use this. And the other one is controlled impact. It's not that I want to ram people in this tank, but if a midget tank rolls up on me and rams me, he takes more damage for ramming me, and I'll take less damage from him ramming me. Okay? So that's why I have these. Now, I'm highly ranked in this tank, which is why it's maxed out on the list. I'm top 5 in the world in this tank. My Lorraine Frenchie, tier 3. It's a good artillery. It has a monster splash damage that's bigger. The Sexton's like this. Whoops, there we go, like this, and the Lorraine's bigger like that. So that gives you an idea there. Oh, let's look at yeah, I want to take this and look at the reload time. Reload time, now this gun does more damage, and so the German Vesp, the American Priest, the Frenchy Lorraine, all have about a 9-second reload because they do more damage per hit than the Sexton. The Sexton does less damage, has a shorter reload, which gives you an advantage. If you've got guys rolling up on you, like 3 guys, you can shoot one, it reloads 5.47. We'll call it 5.5 seconds. 5.5 seconds, boom, I shoot the second guy. 5.5 more seconds, boom, I shoot the third guy. So in 11 seconds, I can fire 3 rounds. In this tank, in 11 seconds, I could fire 1, and then 9 seconds and change later, bammo, I fire a second shot. The third guy, he's now drilling me. Now the other 2 are probably dead, or close to it. It's tomato, tomato. you just got to understand the value. Now I'm going to show you my Su-26 Russian Tier 3 and explain to you how this one works. It's another awesome bit of, taste, chocolate or vanilla, or in this case, strawberry. All right, so great tank if you want to use the Tech Tree cheapo silver cost only. The Sexton artillery costs gold, 1,250 gold. Worth every penny once you've figured out that you would like to make use of this long term because it's up your alley. If it's not up your alley, don't buy it as a premium first. Test a free one, a silver tank, where you earn the silver. All right, where's my Russian guy? There it is. This is Russian Tier 3 Su-76. Shazam, look at the equipment. The same. Gun laying drive. Well, I'm sorry. Reloader, gun laying drive. This one doesn't have the camo net. This one has the traction system. And it also has the advanced optics. Now, the thing about this tank that's killer, this differs from the other tanks because this has a rotating turret, which is awesome. The other ones, your vehicle, I don't have a vehicle here. Okay, well, we'll use this to simulate an artillery vehicle. The other ones have a gun. We'll use this plug here as the gun. For the gun to change direction, the whole tank has to revolve, okay? And that's why hull rotation is important on the regular artillery. The Su-26 is like a regular tank. It has a turret. That means it can be pointing this direction and rotate the turret over here or over here. Killer. It also does less damage per shot, but it has a shorter reload. So it is like a 3-second reload. So if you're in a defensive situation, you got those three guys, like I was telling you before, rolling up on you. Bammo, let's go check out the reload on this gun. First, let's look at the accuracy. There's three guns. We've got the max gun. All right. There we go. Now this one's got a .58 accuracy, which is, kind of but it has a good splash damage. All right. My Sexton is a .45 and much. What happens is the circle of the potential hit. The circle of the potential hit in this tank is like this, and the Sexton, the circle of potential hit area is much smaller. That's what the .45 is versus .58, .45. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's go check out here. Now this is a Tech Tree tank. There's no bonus, so scrolling down it doesn't go anywhere because there's no bonus. 100 for silver, 100 for commander, 100 for tank XP. All right. Reload time on this dude. There's no commander in here. This says 4.66. But I think there's no commander in this tank. There's no commander. So this is the base information. If I put a commander in here, it'll be more. Oh, I'm sorry, it'll be less. It's like 3.5 seconds or something like that. I don't really use this tank very much. The reason I don't use I don't use any Tier 3 artilleries at all except my Sexton. It's not that these are bad. It's just that when I'm in my Sexton, I'm making commander points and long haul scores. I can use this tank to do that too, but it's less. It doesn't make silver as a bonus, so it's going to make minuscule money. Sexton makes monster money. That's really what it boils down. It's just a personal choice. If I'm going to use a Tech Tree tank, this is an awesome one because you have the turret, man. I'm telling you, the turret's killer. So if you're experimenting in artillery, the Su-26 is one of the good ones to experiment with because, dude, that turret gives you defensive abilities the others don't have. Okay? That's one of the things that's helpful. The reload time is much shorter. The damage is less. It'll tell you on here, what is the damage on this one? The damage per shot is blah, blah, blah. Armor damage, what is that, 64? And the other ones are like 350 on the big Priest, the Vesp, and the Lorraine. They're like 350. They're like way more damage. But this one is a boom, boom, boom. The Sexton is like a boom, boom, and the other Priest, Vesp, and Lorraine are like boom, boom. It's a long wait. Okay, that's what it is. The SU-76 has the shortest weight. The Sexton has an in-between weight, and the other ones have a long weight. They do the same amount of damage, similar amount of damage over time, over whatever a minute. All right, it's similar, but how they get there is different. That's all. So this basically covers the setup for your commander and your equipment for whatever artillery you want to use. And the next video is going to have more information that's not in here. I don't want to make a 3-hour video of the artillery. So we basically covered everything basic that you need to know, which will be very helpful, easy to understand. A kid could take this and go, okay, what do I need? Oh, here's what I need for my commander. Here's what I need for my equipment. Bing, bang, boom. If you're just starting out, you want to play just silver only, you've got that set up. If you want to go and decide you're going to do silver, you go, oh man, I love this artillery business. This is really fun stuff. I would like to get the Sexton for $12.50 gold. Well, so be it. What have you. So that covers everything there. So we've reached the end of the info part of the video. So now it's just, I'm going to say goodbye, etc., etc. So thanks for watching. I hope it helped. If you got a question, don't hesitate to ask. No one's going to laugh at you because you don't know the stuff you're supposed to not know. And if anybody was rude to you, I would just delete their comment anyway. So it doesn't matter. You want to ask a question no matter how dumb it sounds, because if you don't know the answer, it's much better to ask the question and go, oh, I should have known that answer, but it's okay. No one knows everything. There were questions I had to ask, but there was no one to ask because I was here from day one doing artillery. I had to learn the hard way. So when I played in matches with other guys that had artillery, I'd talk to them. They'd ask me questions that, I'd know things they didn't know. They'd know things I didn't know. We would share the information, and then we're all smarter. That's how it worked back in the day. Here you have YouTube, etc., develop, what have you, and I'm explaining this to you, so same business. Asking questions will make you smarter. Not asking questions will actually not help you. It's just that simple. So look forward to seeing you guys in other videos that I have. I have a ton of videos out there of good, helpful information to help players get better, have more fun, etc. Tell your friends if you know someone who's considering checking out artillery. This will help them start on the right foot and advance you. You won't have to play 20 games to figure out this basic stuff that I told you, because I already played those games 10 years ago. Basically is the deal. That's just about it. So look forward to seeing you again, obviously. And I guess that's it. So the only thing I have left to say now is make sure that you like and subscribe.